Greetings, everyone. Okay, there we go. Rosie here with day 1 of the 7-day Living Your Best Life Challenge. Welcome. I am glad to have you here. Just adjust so everybody can see. Okay. Gonna give a moment for folks to come in. Please introduce yourself as you come in. Yeah, and I'm going to give a minute because I know there's quite a few people who are planning to come in. Hope you're all able to get on. Okay. So welcome, welcome. Give thanks for you being here. Okay, when you come in, please introduce yourself and let us know where you're coming in from in the comments. Greeting Darla, greeting Terry, greeting Strongheart, nice to see you here. I see there's a couple of people who are not registered for the challenge. If you do want to register and be in the running for some of the great prizes that we have and get the emails and all the links, I will put the link down below for people to be able to do that. Once we are done with the live, we are also live on YouTube. Greetings, YouTube family. Yes, so welcome. This is the 7-day Living Your Best Life Challenge. I know this is normally Transformational Tuesdays. Oh, I think I see Samantha coming in. Yes. So yeah, leave comments down below. Introduce yourself. Let people know where you're coming in from. If you're on the YouTube page, same applies. I know some of you are going to be catching the replay, so if you are watching the replay, I'd like you to put hashtag replay, especially those who are registered and participating in the challenge. You want to make sure that you get credit for viewing the live each day. So greetings, radiant spirits. I see you. You are all such bright, shining lights. I want to welcome you to the start of an incredible journey. Just going to adjust my camera a little bit. Sorry about that. There we go. Sorry. Greetings, Susanna. Give thanks for coming in. Let me just make a quick little adjustment. Give thanks for the grace. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Because we are live on both the Living Your Best Life group as well as YouTube. So yeah, welcome. I'm excited about this. I want to welcome you to the start of an incredible journey. I want to thank each and every one of you who is here today, who showed up for you. You know, this is about you. This is about you living your best life. Greetings, Alicia. And like I said, for those of you who are not registered for the challenge, I will put the link below when we are done with today, that if you do want to sign up and be an official part of the challenge and be in the winning to win great prizes and get all the email reminders and the assignments and all of that, there's also a link to our chat where we'll be posting our all of our action steps. So yeah, I just really want to thank you for showing up for you today. You've made a courageous decision to step into an exhilarating voyage together. We're going to unfurl our sails and catch the wind of change and journey towards our most extraordinary life. Today, by stepping aboard this adventure, you've chosen not only to dream of distant horizons, but to set your course with purpose, passion, and possibility. This decision is not just a step, it's a leap towards embracing your fullest potential and crafting a life that's not just lived, but is alive with intention and joy. I want you to remember that change isn't just coming, it's already here. New Earth is here. So instead of saying Happy Earth Day, we can say Blessed New Earth Day, because the new Earth is here. It has been anchored in, and the frequencies are increasing on planet Earth each and every day. So this isn't just the start of change, it's the rising tide of transformation, powered by the choice to live your best life and be your best version, which is ever evolving. So let's chart this course together and dive in, steering towards new possibilities and setting sail on this transformative adventure towards living your best life yet. So I encourage you to put your name in the chat. Let us know where you're joining us from. If you are watching this on the replay, I'd like you to put hashtag replay. That way I can give you credit for watching the daily videos. So I'm just going to do a little housekeeping and make sure everybody's up to speed. Not sure if I'm looking to see, okay, anybody's comments on YouTube. I'm not seeing the comments on YouTube. Okay, so just a little bit of housekeeping to make sure everybody is on the same page and has an equal shot at winning the amazing prizes. So how many of you received your welcome email? Obviously those who are not registered would not have received that. But like I said, I will put the link to register in the comments of this video once we are done today. So if you have not received the email, type welcome in the chat. I did see that most of you did open that email, but I can see that there are a few people who did not open their emails. So I just want to make sure you're receiving them. They may have gone to your junk mail. The first email was entitled Welcome to the 7-Day Living Your Best Life Challenge. And it would have been coming from, the email it would have been coming from is livingyourbestlife@souladventures.org. So yeah, just link me if you are not getting those emails. There should have been 3 emails that were sent out already. So just let me know if you have not, you've registered, but you have not yet received your emails. Because I do send the assignments there. I send reminders. So, you know, it's important that everybody's getting those emails. And I want to remind you that there'll be exciting prizes at the end of the challenge for those who, number one, are officially registered for the challenge. So you've clicked that link and you've registered. I want to remind everybody that this event is free. This is a gift to my community. I also want to give thanks for all of the people who did send money. There was quite a few of you, I think 5 or 6, that did send funds, even though this is a free event. They did contribute, and I am definitely grateful for that. I really appreciate you. I appreciate, you know, your efforts, so give thanks for that. So, in order to be in the running for the prizes, you would also need to join the Living Your Best Life group. If you are here on this live in the Living Your Best Life group, then obviously you're already a member. But for those who are watching on YouTube and may not be a member of the Facebook group, also, you know what, there are some folks who are in this challenge who are not on Facebook. They have removed themselves from social media, and I totally get that. So if that is the case for you, if you are not on social media, that is fine. I just thought about the fact that everybody also, because there's also a 7-Day Living Your Best Life chat, which is on Facebook. So let me think about what we can do for those folks who are not on Facebook. Maybe you can just send your action steps directly to me. I just thought about that. So so the next thing, you would need to be part of the chat, because that's where we'll be posting our action steps. And it is necessary to attend either all 7 live sessions or to watch the replay. And that you have completed all 7 action steps and posted them in the chat. So the links and all of the information you need are in the emails. You'll receive these emails each day with the links and the action steps to complete, as well as an email link to the replay. Whoever's still in here, greetings, Jessica. Nice to see you. The folks I have in the group, if you can leave me a message in the comments so I know who is currently in here with me. And I will be keeping the video short. Yeah, if you don't post in the group, I don't necessarily know that you are here. If you are officially a part of the challenge, you know, I do need you to post so that I can make sure to give you credit for watching this live. So I'm going to be working on keeping the video short. My goal is 20 minutes or less, and the action steps should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Of course, you can take more time if you'd like. They say, you know, you get out of something what you put in. So if you would like to spend more time on some of these goals, I absolutely encourage that. I'm wondering if you guys are posting and I'm just not seeing them. I know a lot of times when I'm doing Transformational Tuesdays, I've got 2 devices up because sometimes they don't always show up on one. Let me just take a quick look and see if I see any posts if I'm looking on my computer. Okay, and I'm not seeing it. It's okay, we can check that out later. I just want to keep moving forward. Forward ever, backward never. Okay, so yeah, so I, you know, tried to keep it short, free, so to eliminate some of those time and money constraints that often block people from moving forward. So if you don't have a journal or a notebook in front of you, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get that because we will be writing some things down. Each day when you arrive at our live or the replay, please have your journal ready. So those who are here with me live, once you have your journal, please type ready in the chat. I want to remind you of the importance of putting your visions and your intentions in writing. When we do that, it's like placing an order with the universe. You know, if we aren't clear on what we want, then the universe or the Most High has no idea what to bring us. So if you have your journal ready, just put ready in the chat so that I know that we're ready to move forward. I'm not seeing, okay. I'm not sure if you guys are putting stuff in the chat. I'm not seeing it. Let me check over here and see if I see any chats in here. Oh, there are a bunch of comments. Okay. Yeah, I was not able to see them on my phone. So let me try to pull up these comments. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Okay, I see Richard is here. I see Strongheart is here from Mount Shasta. I see Kim is here. I know Kim is coming to us from Pennsylvania. I did see Samantha is here, but I don't see a comment. But Samantha is coming to us from Hawaii. So yeah, give thanks for everybody's in the house. Okay, cool. I see readies. Okay. So hopefully everybody is back with their journals. Okay, so we're going to start off and just take 3 deep breaths. Okay, so we can set the frequency for today's session. Please make sure your feet are flat on the floor. And we are going to take 4 breaths. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold that in our heart for a count of 4. And then we're going to breathe out for a count of 6. So when we breathe in, we're going to picture love and light and how it would feel to be living our best life. We're going to hold that in our heart. And then when we let go, we're going to let go of anything that's no longer serving us. So any fear, doubt, worry, shame, blame, any of those lower density energies that are really not helping us. So let's go. We're going to breathe in. Hold it. And let it go. When you breathe out, you want to breathe like you're breathing through a straw. So let's take a next breath. Breathe in. Hold it in our heart. 2, 3, 4, and let it go. And one more deep breath in. Breathe in. Hold it in our heart. 2, 3, 4, and let it go. Okay, nice. That totally resets our energy, resets our central nervous system. So it's important to remember that's something we can do, any time of the day. And people don't even need to realize that that is what we're doing, that we are taking this deep breath. Let's just adjust here a little bit. Okay, yeah, we're good. Just checking on YouTube. Okay. Okay, I'd also, the other really important thing besides taking deep breaths and resetting is making sure we're in a space of gratitude. Gratitude is on the same frequency as love. We always want to be at love or above in order to manifest the things that we would love to have in our lives. So I would like you to think about something you are grateful for. I am so grateful to be here. I'm grateful to all of you who have joined this challenge and who are ready to take those steps to live your best life. It just really fills my heart. This is what brings me joy is, helping others live their best lives, putting down those things that are blocking us, letting go of those things from the past. We all deserve to be living our best life. This is an abundant universe that wants us to be abundant, would love to bring us all the things we would love, but we've just got to get ourselves in the frequency of that. We've got to put down those things that are no longer serving us. So if you want to put something you are grateful for in the chat, I would love to see what you are grateful for today. So please share something you are grateful for in the chat. Okay. So Sam is saying, I'm grateful to be alive. Beautiful. Yay. Yeah, I write 10 gratitudes every morning, and that's always number one. Grateful for another day in this life. My second one is always gratitude for my body and all that it does for me. Kiri, oh yay. Strong Heart is grateful for Kiri. I love that. Kim is grateful for me. Give thanks, Kim. I love that. Yay. Okay, so give thanks for getting yourself in a state of gratitude. So day one is all about setting our intentions. So what does living your best life mean to you? What does that look like? Our assignment for today, you don't need to do this right now. I'd prefer that you do it at the end of the session, but I just want you to be thinking about what our action step is for today. And that is to write down 3 intentions of how you want to show up for yourself this week. So what are the 3 intentions or goals you would like to get out of this week? And whether it's being more present, that could be prioritizing self-care or achieving some specific goal. I want you to make sure you're setting a focus for what you want to achieve this week. And this could be a short-term goal that you're able to achieve in these 7 days, but this could also be a longer-term goal that, you're taking steps to get you there. But I do want to make sure you set 3 intentions today. That's going to be our goal for today, our action step. So I'm going to share with you some teachings, but I'd like you to be thinking about your intentions that you would like to set as we're going through this material. So the first thing we're going to talk about is longings and discontent. So the only way to really make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. That's a quote by Alan Watts. So I always love quotes, so each section I try to start off with some quotes. And I don't know, quotes just sometimes really make something succinct and make it sink in. So that's what works for me. So that's what I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to start off by talking about longing and discontent. Oh, you know what? There's a message that just came in from Samantha. So grateful for my new home and for being back home. She just recently moved back to Hawaii, took a big leap and now owns her first home. I'm so proud of you, Samantha, for all the amazing work that you've been doing. She said she's also very grateful for her ancestors who are giving her strength to fix her issues and get past the hard parts so she can start to flourish and thrive. Grateful for you and the support that I've gotten through this hard transition. Grateful for what is happening into the universe, for putting it all in place. Yes, give thanks for that, Samantha. Grateful to have you here and so proud of all the amazing work that you've been doing. You've really made some leaps and bounds. I know you've had to make some hard decisions lately, but I think you've also been able to see how making those hard decisions that we know are for the best can really open some things up for us and really allow things to start flowing. So, longing and discontent. It's important because longing and discontent is often what sparks our growth and it starts to fill our sails. If we didn't feel longing and discontent, we may never take that next step. Feelings of longing and discontent are powerful indicators that there are areas of our life that we want to improve or change. These are the areas where we see more potential for ourselves. These feelings are not negative. Instead, they can be used as our compass to guide us towards our true desires and goals. So we're going to take a few minutes. You're going to grab your journal and you're going to write down any longings or discontent you might be feeling. During this challenge, there'll be 4 areas of our life that we will be looking at: health and well-being, love and relationship, a vocare or your mission in life, what it is you're here to do. We all have something we've been put on this earth to do. So do you know what that is? Do you know what your mission is? Are you sharing that with the world? And then the 4th category is time, money, location, freedom. So if you had all the money in the world, you had all the time in the world, where would you be? What would you be doing? Who would you be with? What would you be eating? What would that look like? So those are the 4 different areas we're looking at. So I am going to set a timer for 2 minutes and ask you to write down any longings or discontent that you might be feeling. So let me just get my timer up. You can go ahead and start, but I am going to go ahead and set a timer so we keep things in a good time frame here. Okay. You can also be putting any of your longing or discontent in the chat. I know one of mine is to be in Jamaica full time, and I am working towards that. Greetings, Andrea. Andy is here. And Samantha said, yes, it has opened beautiful doors. I love to hear that, Samantha. Love the amazing work that you're doing. Yes, so we're just taking 2 minutes to write down any longing or discontent we might be feeling today. I am going to do the same. Get my journal. I'll be doing these exercises right along with you guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, put your pencils down. Let's see, I'm gonna read some of the comments. People are leaving. My farm is waiting for me, Andy says. Beautiful. I love that. So picture, what exactly you want to be growing on that farm. Do you have animals on your farm? Like, what does that look like? And what is the intention for having the farm? Is it to feed your family? Or would you want to take it to like a farmer's market and sell those crops? So just get really clear on your why and what that looks like. Strongheart said, discontent with not knowing how to stop the tragedy in Gaza. I hear you, and it's very hard with things that are out of our control, but we can certainly focus on what we would love and be sending peace and love, which I know you do all the time, Strongheart. But those can be challenging. Those discontents can be really challenging when it's something that's, pretty out of our control, that we don't really have a lot of say in what's happening there. But our energies are super powerful, and when we come together and we're sending positive energy out there in the world, it really can make big differences. So Sam is saying, my educational career is waiting for me. He has been doing lots of hard work to get his degrees and to get the training he needs to go out and do what he would love. And hopefully we're going to get an opportunity to help him with that. Sam is coming to us from Ghana. Andy, the full picture is locked in. My why is to heal all those who come to my ranch through connection with my land and animals. Oh my God, I don't know if you can see it, but I have goosebumps all over. Truth bumps. So yeah, really feeling that energy, Andy. Love it. And I know that is coming to you. It's yours already. Claim it. Know that it is yours. I feel that energy so strong, Andy. Is there anyone else who wants to share any longing or discontent that they're feeling today? Okay. So discontent is the first necessity of progress. That's a quote by Thomas Edison. He let us know if we do not feel discontent, we cannot have progress. And just like failure, yes, ma'am. Yes, Andy. I see that for you. So strong. I really feel that energy. And I know it's coming. It's already there. It's waiting for you. So just get fully into alignment and be ready to receive that amazing healing farm that you have created. You check back on my YouTube, folks. Okay. Blessings to everybody who's watching on YouTube. Back to job security, Kim says. Beautiful. So, Kim, imagine what that perfect job for you would be. How does it make you feel? What would you most love to do? What is that job that you couldn't fall asleep the night before because you're so excited to go do that job? What would that be for you? I want you to really explore what that job would look like. What would you really love? Okay. So the second thing I want you to think about in terms of your intentions is the importance of having clarity in your life vision. And that's something I've been doing with some of you is, trying to help you be more clear. The more details we have of what this looks like and feels like, these things that we're calling in, the more we can feel it in our heart, the quicker it'll come to us. Because you really have to feel that energy strong in your heart. Because, when we're trying to achieve stuff, there's always things pulling us back to the norm, pulling us back to our comfort zone. And we really need strong rocket fuel to push past that and not let things stop us from what we would love. So I see Sam said discontent with when there are so many people around but don't know who loves you. Well, Sam, as long as you carry love in your heart, you're going to attract love to you. So We don't always know what other people are thinking or what's happening with other people, but if we can hold the frequency of love in our heart, we're going to draw that to us. And, you know, get in touch with your intuition too. Your intuition, your gut will tell you, you know, who's true and who's not. So the more we can go within and get in touch with ourselves, the more we'll recognize when maybe people are coming at us who don't have the best intentions. Kim says, but yes, need to focus in. Yeah, super important to focus. If we don't know what we want, if we're not clear, the universe or the Most High has no idea what to deliver to us. So the first step is to go within and get really clear within ourselves of what we would love. The more clarity you have, the more power you have. That's a quote by Steve Maraboli. I want to highlight the significance of having a clear vision. Your vision acts like a nav chart, a navigational chart, or a map. It guides your every decision and action. So when we're clear on what we want, then we're clear on what action steps we need to take. And if you continue to work further with me, one of the things that I do is, you know, we might look at long-term goals, what we want in a year or what we want in 3 years. And that might seem like overwhelming and we don't know how to get there. But when we break that down into smaller steps, like what are we going to accomplish in 6 months? What are we going to accomplish in 3 months, in a 3-month quarter? What are we going to do monthly, weekly, daily? When we break it down to the small steps, it's not so hard. And we keep taking those consistent action steps, we're there before we know it. But I think a lot of times people just get overwhelmed with, like, what is the next step I need to take? And so, like, when you break it down into smaller chunks, it really makes things easier to achieve. But so your clarity of your vision is going to be that navigational chart or map that's going to guide your every decision and action. Without clarity, it's easy to feel lost or unfulfilled, as one might end up pursuing goals that aren't truly aligned with your personal values. So again, I reiterate the importance of putting our vision and our intentions down on paper. When we do this, we want to use as much detail as possible. So say it was, Kim says, 1 bite at a time. Exactly. So if it's a car that you're calling in, I'm just using this as an example. This doesn't have to be like a physical thing, but it helps people to visualize. You don't have to eat the whole elephant. I love that. 1 bite at a time. So if it was a car you're calling in, you want to know the color, you want to know the make, you want to know the model, you want to know the features you want to have in that car. And I actually have a personal experience I want to share with you in regards to this, in specifically about a car. When I first learned the power of manifestation, I was working at an amazing social service agency in the LA area called the Life Adjustment Team. I want to do a big shout out to the Life Adjustment Team and Pete Lynette, who was the founder of that organization. He has now passed on, rest in peace. Learned so much from this man. But he was teaching us about the powers of manifestation and The Secret and Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws, and teaching us the importance of really getting clear and really feeling what it feels like. So that car that I wanted was a red BMW convertible. And, you know, I mentioned this to my dad. He was like, how are you going to do that? You don't have, you know, money to afford a BMW. And I said, I don't need to know how, Dad. I just need to be able to envision it and feel what it would feel like and know that I deserve it. And so I pictured this red convertible BMW. You know, I wrote down all of the features that I would want in that car. And my dad actually did help link me with somebody he knew at a BMW dealership. And I went and talked to her, and do you know, I let her know what I wanted, and within a few days I got a call from her that somebody had ordered a car and it came in and they didn't want it. It was exactly what I wanted. The only thing it had in addition was heated seats, which is an amazing feature to have in a convertible. So I was able to drive around with the top down pretty much all of the time in LA because of my seat warmers. Even if it was cool, the seat warmers would totally keep you warm. So yes, that is how I learned about the power of manifestation, and absolutely loved that car. But it really taught me the power of when you get clear, and I would like picture myself like driving it down PCH and feeling how that feels to have the wind go through my hair. And yeah, before I knew it, I had that car. So you know, what we put our mind to and what we really focus on, if we believe we can have it, we can. Absolutely. Yeah, Creator knows how. Strongheart said Creator knows how. Exactly. Exactly. We don't have to figure it out. The Most High will line it all up for us. We just have to keep ourselves in a frequency, and we need to be like watching out for these opportunities that present themselves to us each and every day. You know, the Most High in the universe is always putting things in front of us to help us get to where we would be. You know, those things that we would love are sitting right at our doorstep. We just have to put down, you know, the baggage and the beliefs that are holding us back from opening that door and just receiving it. Kim said that's amazing. So where there's no vision, there is no hope. That's a quote by George Washington Carver. Just going to check back in on my YouTube, folks. Okay. So we're going to talk about how setting intentions influences our actions. So energy flows where intention goes. That's a quote by James Redfield. Setting clear intentions leads to purposeful actions. When you know what you want, you align your daily actions towards achieving these goals. This alignment results in a more focused and fulfilling life. So small intentional changes can lead to significant life improvements through various ways. And here are a few examples. So embracing small results now. This idea emphasizes the value of achieving minor accomplishments rather than aiming solely at large-scale success from the start. So just like we were talking about, we might have a 1-year goal or a 3-year goal, but if we just focus on the little steps, it's a little easier to manage, and we just keep progressing forward. So by focusing on those small victories, people can improve the quality of their lives and create momentum that can lead to bigger successes over time. So reframing the locus of control. When we shift from an external focus, things coming from outside of us, from people, places, and things outside of us, to an internal locus of control, this can drastically change our lives. By believing that you have control over your outcome in your lives and taking responsibility for your actions, you can increase your chances of success and personal fulfillment. So challenging fears of rejection. So intentionally facing the fear of rejection can build resilience and lead to significant achievements. One example of that is Sarah Blakely, who is the person who started Spanx. She overcame so many rejections to start her successful company, but eventually she did succeed. Another great example is J.K. Rowling, who was a single mom. This is the woman who wrote Harry Potter. She was rejected so many times by different publishers, but she knew that her story and her characters needed to get out there to the world. And look how popular it is now. There's books, there's movies, there's a whole theme park, all sorts of things, all sorts of products around the Harry Potter series. So setting clear priorities with a 5D model. So we're going to apply a 5D model, which is delete, digitize, delegate, defer, and do. So you can manage your time more effectively. There's often things that we can eliminate that aren't really helping us to move forward. There are things that we can automate online. There's things we can delegate to other people. Think about what are some of the things you can delegate to somebody else. Or defer, maybe something you're doing that's not really in alignment. This can help manage your time more effectively, helps reduce overwhelm, and increase your personal and professional development. So incremental learning and mastery, breaking down learning into smaller, manageable parts, practicing each part until it becomes second nature, and then building on that. So maybe you're not so good at, getting quiet and meditating. So work on that and practice that for a time before you try to add in a next skill. I know so many of us are always trying to level up, signing up for new courses, new things. But it's really important to try to focus in on one thing. Really get what you need to get out of that and then move to the next thing. We often, our energy is all over the place, focused on various different things. And So if we can focus in and really hone in on one skill that's going to help move us forward, that can really help move things along. And then building on that foundation, once you have that down, then move to a next thing. But that can really lead to personal growth and mastery. So these examples demonstrate how small, deliberate changes in your mindset, your behavior, and your strategy can cascade into remarkable life enhancements. When your intentions are pure and you work diligently towards your goal, the universe will open its doors to you. That's by Debasis Merida. So, connecting your intentions with your personal values. So, your values are your current estimation of your truth. This is what you believe. They represent your answer to the question of how to live. That's a quote by Steve Pavlina. So I want to emphasize the importance of ensuring that your intentions are in harmony with your personal values. This connection ensures authenticity and sustains motivation as one pursues their goals. When actions align with your core values, it enhances satisfaction and builds a strong personal foundation. When you are clear on your values, you make better decisions that align with your true self. That's a quote by Roy T. Bennett. So our action step for today, I see a couple comments down here. Let me see. Sam said pure intentions and hard work are achievable. Absolutely. Yep. Samantha said, LOL, it's even harder to focus with ADHD. There's so much to do. It's so true. And, you know, some of us do have things that make it a little bit harder for us. And that just means, you know, we need to like focus a little bit more. And when you have ADHD, focusing and looking at one thing can really be helpful to you. So our action step for today is to set our intention. So again, we're going to look at what does living your best life mean to you? What does that look like? And we are going to write down 3 intentions. You can write it in your journal, but I also want you to share it in the Living Your Best Life chat group that is part of this group. If anybody, there are some of you who have not yet joined the chat. The link to the chat is in the email. Actually, let me see. I might be able to post it in here as well. Let's see if this gives me the link. Okay, I'll do that later. I don't want to take time to do that right now. Hold on one moment. Let me just close out this window. But yeah, I will put that in the links after this video. So you're going to write down your 3 intentions of how you want to show up for yourself this week. So like I said, that can be being more present. That can be prioritizing an area of self-care. That can be, you know, achieving a separate goal that could be short-term or long-term. But I want you to set 3 intentions for this week that you're going to focus on. So you're going to post those in the group. That helps create accountability. And also, if you want to qualify for any of the free gifts at the end, that is an essential step that you are posting your goals. So you're going to put hashtag action step number 1 when you post. So, and if anybody is not able to get onto the chat who is registered, and if you want, like I said, if you want to register, I will put the registration in the chat when we are done here, which will have the link for the chat that I'm speaking of. It's a chat group within this group. It's called 7 Days to Living, a 7-Day Living Your Best Life Challenge chat. So we worked on discovering the power of clarity, getting really clear on what living your best life truly means to you, and setting those intentions that will guide your week. So when I work with clients, we envision the life we would like to live in 4 different categories I mentioned earlier. So first is love and relationship, mission or your vocare in life. So some people are not familiar with that term vocare. In Latin, it means to call. So it's your calling. It's, living life intentionally. What were you called here to do in this lifetime? I believe we all have a mission that we are called here to do. So getting in touch with that and making sure that, we are living life intentionally for the common good. And then the fourth category is time, money, location, freedom. So if you have all the money in the world, you have all the time, where would you be? What would you be doing? What would that look like? So community connection. So I want you to share your intentions in the group. Also, because this is a supportive group, we want to create accountability. We want to help motivate others. I want to celebrate all of you. I want you to be able to celebrate your wins and these action steps that you accomplish. When we celebrate, even the small things, it really encourages us to keep moving forward. Any of you who are part of any of my groups that I run know that each week on Monday we set goals. Every Friday we celebrate those wins. And I feel like it really helps people to, stay motivated. So the importance of clarity. So we talked about the importance of clarity in your life vision. We talked about your longings and your discontent. How setting these intentions can really influence your actions and get you moving forward. Connecting your intentions with your personal values. So another thing that you can put in your journal is 3 personal values that are important to you. What are some of those personal values that are important to you? So you can make sure that you are aligning with them. Your vision should be aligned with them. I also encourage you to put once you have your intentions, to put them on Post-it notes that maybe you post around your house, maybe on the mirrors. We want to keep seeing that. We want to keep that in our consciousness. And you could also create a vision board of your intentions if you choose to. That's not part of the assignment. You don't have to do that. But if, when we see pictures or words that remind us of what we're calling in, it really helps us to stay in that energy the more often we see it. So I have gone a little bit over the time I had intended. I will try to be more mindful tomorrow to keep things short and sweet. But I did want to do a little guided meditation with you guys. So I'm just going to have you close your eyes. And I want you to picture yourself, you're walking down a little wooded path. You come to a set of stairs that goes down. We're walking down this set of stairs. There's about 10 steps, so we're on the 10th step. We're going to step down to the 9th and the 8th step. We're going to keep going down. 7, 6, 5, 4 step, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see you're on this amazing beach, and it's secluded. You have the beach all to yourself. There's even a blanket laid out there for you. So you can just make your way over to the blanket. You can lay down and relax. Know that you are safe, you are grounded, you're laying on the earth. I want you to hear the waves crashing on the shore. You hear some seagulls. You can smell the fresh air, the salty air off the sea. You feel the warmth of the sun shining down on you and warming your body. This feels so nice. You can just sit and relax. This is time for you to just unfold. Just breathe in and out. And just allow your body to fully relax. I want you to settle into what you would love. And maybe your vision is similar to mine. What you would you love being on a beach and swimming in the ocean, being near all those negative ions. But maybe your peaceful place where you're most at ease, maybe that's on a mountaintop. Or maybe that's by a lake or a stream. Maybe that's cuddled up in your bed. It's going to be different for each person. But I just want you to envision what you would love. What does living your best life look like to you? What would you love to call in for yourself? Maybe that's something in health and well-being. Maybe you want to improve your health. Maybe you want to take an intentional step to exercise each week, or take that time for meditation. Maybe that is a love relationship you're calling in, or you would like to improve your relationship with a family member or friend. Maybe that's getting more clear on your mission. Or maybe that's thinking about having money freedom, time freedom. Where would you be? Where would you want to go? Where would be the places you would love to be? What does that look like for you? So I just want you to settle into that place that's your comfort zone, where you feel most comfortable. You feel totally safe there. You can be yourself. You can be authentic. Everything is flowing with ease and grace. Your heart is full of love, and you feel so much gratitude right now. I want you to hold this amazing feeling in your heart. I want you to feel what that feels like. To have all that you would love, to be living your best life. You are shining so bright. I see the bright light coming off of you. And I just want you to stay in that place as much as possible, this space of peace and love. You are a bright, shining light for all to see. And when you come around, you really send love and peace into the hearts of all that encounter you. So I want you to remember what this feels like. And I want you to try to feel this feeling as much as you can throughout your day. How good does that feel? Just hold that in your heart. Feel this amazing energy just flowing through your whole entire body. Allow yourself to release any fear, doubt, worry, shame, blame, any of these lower frequency energies, and just sit in this place of love and peace, fulfillment, all of your desires being fulfilled. Breathe that in and let it go. Just want you to sit in that space for a few minutes. Feel that for a few moments. Okay, so we're going to start coming back into our body. We're going to start, we're going to open our eyes and come on back. And so it is. All those things we imagined and felt, they can be your reality. They are reality. They are here now. Know that. Know that everything you love can be yours. So I hope you were able to feel that energy. If that's something that's challenging for you, let me know. I can do an individual session with you, because getting into that space of really feeling that energy is really what helps call it in. Greetings, Ross Siomi, coming in from Ethiopia. Give thanks. Shala Brown, I stumbled in here, but glad I did. Yay, welcome, Shala. We're grateful to have you in here. So yeah, I want you to let me know in the comments, how did that feel? Were you able to feel those energies? Were you able to feel what it feels like to be living your best life and feel that peace and love in your heart? Let me know if you were able to feel that. I want you to try to carry that energy with you. So this is what I have for today. I want to ask, does anybody have any questions? For those of you who just came in, I know there's a few people in here who are not registered for the challenge. That's absolutely fine. All are welcome here. But if you would like to officially register for the challenge, I will put the link down below. Strongheart said, yes, fantastic. I'm glad that you are feeling those energies, Strongheart. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. I was, Kim says. So you were feeling it. I want it to get stronger, but I felt it. Awesome. Amazing to have you in here, Kim. Thanks for sharing. Does anyone else want to share how that felt in their body? How did that feel for you to be in that place of love and peace? Yes, I can. Yay! So happy, Samantha. Shala, wonderful feeling. I'll keep it for reference when needed. Exactly. We want to call up that energy, as much as we can throughout the day. I really enjoyed today's session. I'm really happy to be a part of this family. Give thanks, Sam. We're glad to have you here. It's amazing all the different places in the world we have people coming in from. We've got Mount Shasta in the house. Shala, can you let us know in the comments where you're coming in from? We have Ghana in the house. We have Pennsylvania in the house. We've got Hawaii in the house. We've got Florida in the house. We've got Jamaica in the house. Let's see if there's anyone else in here from places that I didn't mention. Let me know. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Kim. Love you as well. So that is all I have for today. I just want to end sending out some peace and love to everyone. Please receive this and know that I love each and every one of you. I would love to see each and every one of you living your best lives and having all those things you would love. So stick with us. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be working on taking intentional action. Having movement in our body. Oh, Springfield, Oregon. Nice. Nice to have you in the house, Shala. Samantha, Andy said, I'm driving now, but felt amazing. I have a vivid mind. Love that. Samantha said, felt calm and peaceful and exhilarating all at once. Love that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to close out for today. I really want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I will be sending out an email with the replay of today's call and reminding you of the action steps. I'm not sure if I haven't sent you an invite, if you can join that 7-day chat. But let me see. Let me do, I think it'll be easier to do it once I close out. So when I close out this video, I will put in the link for anybody who wants to register and be officially on there. Oh yeah, Andy is in West Virginia. So yeah, I will be putting those links in the comments. Does anybody else have any questions before we close out for today? Samantha says, aloha to the world. Andy says, West Virginia. Shala said, you are such a blessing. Love you, Rosie. Appreciate that, Shala. We're glad to have you in here. Bless. Yes. So sending you out with lots of peace and love and giving thanks to everyone who came and joined us. If you are watching the replay, remember to put #replay in the comments. Give thanks, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love.